All right, what's going on, guys? So I'm back with another watch list. It's not a Sunday watch list because the market is closed today, which is Monday, Memorial Day. But let's get right into it, right? This week, my main watch is going to be SPY. We always start off charting SPY, and here, let me clear all my levels up. But just take a look at these levels real quick, right? This 421 level is going to be my main watch for this week. So, and the reason why is because we've had big reactions off of this 421 level, like I said last week, right? This 421 level here in August, look at the sell-off from 421 all the way down to basically 400, right? And that's a pretty big sell-off all the way back here. And I believe we came back and we broke it recently. Oh yeah, we came and retested it here. Look, on May 19th, Friday, May 19th, we got rejected all the way back down to 410. So we have big reactions off this 421 level. And the more we attempt it and the more strength we show near it, it's more than likely going to break. And so that's what I'm going to be looking at this 421 for a break and retest. And we have nothing but room to 424, 425 really. Above 425, we literally have nothing but room up to this 430, 432 area. You see the rejections we get off this 432 area, 430, and the resistance we have here at 425. So those are my levels to the upside on SPY. I really like this setup. It's pretty much the only thing. And for bounces, I will be watching this recent structure, this 418 supply. Notice how we try to hold it back here on May 19th, and we failed to hold it. We did hold it for a couple of days, and then we fell back below it. Now we're back above it. If we come back and we try to hold it again, I would be interested in buying calls here. It would be something like a inverse head and shoulders almost, right? You got a left shoulder, head, and then we got that right shoulder right there for a move back up. We'll see if that plays out, but for the most part, the break and retest will be a nice move back up to 425s. For the downside, not too interested unless we get back below this 418. We could use that as rejects for moves back down to 415, potentially 410, right? We're in this trend. We're holding pretty strong. We do have the depth ceiling news coming out on June 1st, if I'm not mistaken. But this daily candle looks really strong as well. You know, the weekly candle looks really good as well. We're looking pretty good, right? We're looking really good. So let's go into Q's, right? Q's weekly candles looking really good as well. If I go to the daily candles looking really strong. 4 hour, really strong, right? This 350 is a psychological level that we have to pay attention to. But above that, really, I'm going to be watching this. Notice how this was the recent structure back here, right? Notice how we got rejected multiple times back here, right? And we broke that area on Friday. So notice the rejections we have from here. Reject. So this area was a supply structure where we came back and fell back down every time we retested it. Now we broke above it. This is going to be an area I want to see hold on Friday, on Monday, Tuesday, my bad. So coming into tomorrow, I want to see this area hold right here, this 347 area for potential bounces back up to 350 and above 350. I'll be interested in moves to, well, we have nothing but room to 352.5 and then really like these 356s. And we have a big gap fill. These two yellow lines that I have, this is a gap fill above 357, room up to 359, 360 basically. So it's a $3 gap fill above that. If we get really strong, that'll be nice. So definitely keep an eye on those setups. Like I said, I'm not gonna make this video too long. As far as individual stocks, I like Meta a lot. Meta is going to be one of my top watches. Reason why is because we have this big gap fill here, and Meta has just been showing a lot of strength, right? So notice how this level here is an area of demand, right? Notice how every time we come down, we get picked up off of this 354. Yeah, this 354 area right here, multiple times, right? So now that we broke above that 354 area, I'm going to be watching that level for retest. So if this pulls back down, I want to see it hold that 254 area, kind of like how it did here, for a move back up into these resistances here at 276, 276 right here, and then 267 here. So yeah, I want to see this area come back to retest as demand for a pushback to potentially fill that gap. You know, I'm sure it's not going to fill it all in one day because it is a pretty big gap fill. So those are the levels to pay attention to, right? Notice how these are resistances back here. So even though it's a big gap fill, there is levels to pay attention to inside of that gap fill. And those are going to be the levels that I'm going to pay attention to. So any type of pullback into this area, I will be interested for Meta. Another one that I had on my name. One thing we do got to be aware of is Apple is near highs, right? Apple is approaching highs. Apple above this 176 could get us to move up to 180. And I'd be careful around this whole area up here because every time we do come here, Apple gets rejected around this 180, 183. But, we have to see how it's going to be pretty important for the market. Tesla, right? Tesla's going to be, I like Tesla a lot. I know my chart looks crazy. I'll clear it up, right? So notice how we're in this like weekly flag here, right? And we just came to that daily 200. So if I go to the daily chart, notice how we just rejected the daily 200 SMA. So that is going to be important for us to pay attention to. If Tesla breaks and holds this 200 SMA, and it's also in confluence with a psychological level, which is 200, right? I'm going to bring up my old chart. There it is. That 200 level is a psychological level. So, and we did get rejected from that area on Friday, right? So the recent structure that we broke was this 192, 190 area. And now I want to see this area hold here on Tesla to see if we get a push back up to 200, and above 200, we have nothing but room to 207 and 217. So we're looking really good. Some of these setups are looking really, really good. Tesla, Meta, SPY. For the most part, my main focus is going to be that SPY 421 level. And then other than that, Meta looks really, really good to me. So I'm going to keep my watch list pretty simple overall. I do like this on Tesla. See if we come back and hold this. The touches of this trend line will be my next target. So like 207, 217. I'm sure there's going to be psychological levels in between like 205, 215, 210. So pay attention to those levels as well. But this looks really good. These look like you could buy time on some of these setups, right? So that looks really, really good. Netflix. Netflix has a supply here around 385. Now we do got some. I'll keep this on side watch, but if it does break and hold this supply area, we could get moves back up to 400. So I'll keep that on side watch. But for the most part, I do like Google a lot as well. This is a previous area of support here. And if we break and fully hold that 125, 126 area, then we could use that as support. And Google literally has nothing but room up to 130s. Like literally nothing but room to 130. So Google is going to be a name to keep an eye on this week as well. So the market looks really, really strong. As far as downside, I'll pay attention to downside setups if we get back below some of these structures, right? As of right now, we have clean trends, and I want to follow the trend, pick up some pullbacks. And these are the market conditions that we've been waiting for, right? So I hope everyone executes on these conditions, and hopefully we get some really good clean price action this week. As far as economic data, let me double check. Consumer confidence, 10. I know that we do have the debt ceiling news that's coming out, I believe June 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be a big impact on the market. Other than that, jobless claims. Doesn't look like we have nothing too crazy. Friday unemployment report. This could have some type of effect, but overall, it looks like it should be a smooth week. We'll see what we get. Hopefully, we get some clean price action. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this watch list. I'm gonna keep it updated. Also, in June, I'm going to be doing a $1,000 account challenge. If anyone wants to follow along, send me a DM on Instagram _Lex Trades. I'm going to signal a lot of my trades on Discord. Most likely going to be sending out Zoom links. So if you guys are interested in that, just send me a DM. And I hope you guys have a great week.